Welcome to GameByte.
This episode of GameByte is brought to you by Jinx.com. To get 10% off of your entire shopping cart, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Does GLaDOS' voice give you an ASMR that you have to cover up with a long sleeve shirt? Are you red or blue? Either way, there's a Master Chief shirt for you. Does Blizzard Games tickle your fancy? Brave the storm and Jinx's wide variety of gamer and geek swag. Head on over to Jinx.com, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 and get 10% off of your checkout. I can hear Vince's heavy breathing because he just got an ASMR from me. I don't blame you, Vince. I don't blame you. All right, I have that effect on people. Welcome. Oh man, welcome everyone to GameByte. This is the show that drops you at Pochinki with 80 other people who are looking to kill you. I said that last week, but I wanted to emphasize it once again. This is the show that allows me and two other guys online co-op in an MMORPG. So I am Herald Silvestre. Yes, that is my real name. And with me today, I've got the gamers. Of course, you can't have GameByte without the gamers, right? First of all, the maelstrom of hate and fury. He's selling his Mac. It's Diego Z. How you doing, Diego?
Hey, I'm still selling my Mac, and I'm still the maelstrom of hate and fury.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
And speaking of not changing, the man who encourages me to quit stalking, from a film by Vince Cabrera, Red Bull's own Vince Cabrera. How you doing, Vince? I saw that award, man. I saw that Honey Badger award behind you.
Oh yeah, thank you. It's right there. It's right behind me.
It's like
right there.
That's just
Yeah.
how much of that do you drink a day?
Dude, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 5 stacks for a while, so you guys know I don't drink much. It's now like a backdrop for me. But yeah, but thank you, Red Bull, for that the Honey Badger award. Anyway, yeah, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm loving today's episode. We got a whole lot to talk about. But of course, we start off every show the same way, and it'd be a shame to break tradition, right? So I'm gonna start off the show by asking you guys, and of course the folks at home over on Twitch, over on YouTube, over on Facebook, guys, let us know. What have you been playing? Let's start off with Diego Z, man. Diego, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Okay, I played another mobile game. It's called Last Day on Earth Survival.
You showed me this, right?
Yeah, I showed it to you. I was playing that, I think, when I was at your place the other day.
For no specific reason. You were just here,
I was just there. It was an isometric zombie survival. It's an isometric zombie survival game. Oh, so unique, right? It's not like there are not a bunch of 10 other games just like that.
What does isometric mean?
Isometric is like tactics style. It's a bird's eye view.
It's a 3/4 top down.
Yeah, top down and the cells, the cell kind of thing. But
like a Diablo style.
Yeah, pretty much. So of course, it's a zombie apocalypse game and whatever. And how this one works is you have instance based. It's per map. It's a per map kind of thing. You chop logs, you chop down trees, you build a base, you find equipment, usual stuff you do in the zombie game. You craft your own stuff. You survive. One cool thing that happens every day is that every 24 hours a horde drops by your base and destroys everything. It's still a beta. It's still in beta. It's pretty addicting in the sense because it has a whole crafting mechanics very similar to Minecraft. You have to use wood as fuel for cooking food, cooking food, making charcoal. You craft these. You really have to craft sewing machines so you can make leather out of wolf skin, and then from there you can make clothes that give you more armor. Those kind of things.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And I guess what makes this game pretty addicting is that if you look at that footage right there, is that the end game is to be able to get strong enough at some point so you can enter military bunkers that have really good items. And
sweet.
since the game is
sorry, for those of you listening to audio only, we're playing a little bit of the gameplay in the background here on the video feed. So sorry, Diego, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, you did. I'm just kidding.
I always mean it.
What else is about it? That's pretty much the end game as far as I know, because it's still in beta. It's free. It's available on iOS and on Android. If you're a fan of those games where you just love zombie games. You love zombie games. You like semi-farming simulators. You're into Minecraft. You're into isometric zombie post-apocalyptic whatever. You can pick this one up. It's pretty addicting. I can see that I'm already getting bored of it. But it's as everyone would say, it's becoming a toilet game for me already.
Okay. Oh well, yeah. I mean, that's the life cycle of a mobile game, isn't it? It eventually it's just something you play on the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the games I honestly download for iOS and Android are pretty much toilet games. Other than that,
sweet.
the other game I've been playing, of course, is I can finally say I played it. Sonic Mania. I've been playing Sonic Mania. I played it the other day. Holy shit! I love this game.
Nice.
I feel like a kid again. I feel like a kid again playing this game. They say it is like a remaster, but it's more of, they say it's just a remake of the original game, but it's not. It's really you can actually consider it a sequel, because you know how the usual Sonic game formula is. You have first stage is Act 1, and then after you beat Act 1, you have Act 2, right? Mm-hmm. Act 2 is pretty much the same themed stage, but it's completely changed in terms of game design, the platforming levels. Why I say it's also in terms of as a sequel is because it feels like you're playing as if it was. How I say this? It was directly. How to put it? It's like it's directly after the original 3: Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3. It's just after. It's like the design team never left, because even if the stage thematically looks the same, the design of the stage feels like it was made by the original developers.
Oh, sweet.
Not Sonic Team. Sonic Team is the one who fucked everything up.
Yeah. Okay.
And the boss that's one thing I like to say about it. The boss battles. Actually, all of the boss battles have changed the way you fight the bosses. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the original Sonic bosses, but it's more of like you just find an opening for the bosses. Like, they attack you with a huge ball, and then you just wait till you can hit them. It is kind of like that, but they revamped almost everything. There's like one stage. I'm just gonna spoil one boss for you guys. You're just running down a highway. How to say this? You're just running down a highway, fighting a helicopter robot, Badnik, whatever. The missile, and he is just firing missiles from you consistently, but you have to hit the right one, because the right one that you hit will bounce back towards the enemy. And how it's presented to you, it's kind of fast paced. It's pretty fast paced. So it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast paced. So it's, how do I put it? Damn it! I had this all thought in my head the other day, and I can't think of it now. Basically, the game in itself, it's a true sequel to the whole Sonic the Hedgehog franchise.
Awesome.
Not including all the adventure 3D. It's like a true sequel to the 2D platformers. Fuck Sonic 4. Sonic 4 is bullshit.
Now I can't buy the game, dude. I can't buy it. You just spoiled everything.
Yeah. Now there's no point. Like Vince, do we
What?
even play it anymore? God, like,
What?
come on.
Wait, how did
man.
I
Lost
spoil
the
it?
customer.
How did I spoil it?
You just spoiled that one boss. Now I can't play it.
It's just
Yeah.
one boss. God damn it.
I mean, the first boss is pretty much the main boss in every game, Diego.
So
Everyone
upset,
knows
yeah.
that.
Not buying the game anymore.
All right. So Elgin in the chat says he's still playing Absolver. He can't wait for next week because he's going to be playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That's going to be boss, dude. That's going to be awesome. Mick DeGuzman in the chat. Mick, man, again, happy birthday. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying your birthday. He says he just went on the shopping spree in the Blizzard store. And I am jealous. I'm definitely jealous that he got to do that. Yeah, good on you, Mick. Good on you, Mick. So, everyone else in the chat, let us know what you've been playing. Come on, Twitch,
Also,
YouTube,
I'm wondering,
Facebook.
Elgin, how's Absolver? I've been thinking about buying it. I just haven't really pulled the trigger, but is it worth the buy? So,
Oh, Elgin, let us know, man. Does Vince pull the trigger? His money is in your hands. All right.
Yes.
Speaking of Vince, man, what have you been playing?
Well, aside from the usual, you guys already know Rocket League, PUBG, but I finally added another game to my library. I've been streaming it lately on Twitch. I did 2 full episodes of The Walking Dead Telltale. I'm 5 years late, guys.
Ooh.
This game came out in April of 2012.
Well, I
I'm
don't
5
think you can
years late.
spoil anyone then.
Yeah, but I coming into the game, I don't know if who of you guys have tried Telltale, whoever's watching or you guys. It's initially coming into it, I was like, okay, this might be boring. I'm not really into storytelling kind of games or choose your own adventure. I like action games, but it's actually really interesting. If you guys haven't tried a Telltale game, try any of it. I always wanted to try one, and everyone kept telling me, if you're gonna do a Telltale game, start with The Walking Dead Season 1.
Yeah, good
Oh
choice.
wow!
It's a very
Like
good choice.
I've seen the Batman one. Is Back to the Future from them as well?
I'm not sure actually. This is my first experience of it. I just know
Okay.
that people have been telling me to get the Game of Thrones one and the Borderlands one and the Batman
Oh,
one.
sweet.
Yeah, so it's been really interesting. If you guys have not tried it, please try it. Also, people have been warning me that I might cry in the end. People have been telling me, cry on stream, but I haven't cried yet. Not yet.
Spoilers! Come on, guys.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that moment to give me a tearjerker. But yeah, aside from that, PUBG. I played PUBG with Herald last week on the show.
Oh, you did!
Yeah.
We had so much fun. That was an awesome time. Yeah, we did play PUBG. We got to play with Jello and our friend Robbie. So that was a good time, dude.
It was really fun.
Yeah, Vince, where
Super
can the
intense.
folks at home find your battle logs for that?
Oh yeah, you guys can check out my YouTube channel. The short link is bit.ly/ramen style, RAMEN style. And you guys can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/VinceCab, VINCECAB. I do my Walking Dead streams there, PUBG, Rocket League, and whatever else. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty much the games I've been playing on my side. Also, exactly, I'm thinking of getting Absolver, but haven't bought it yet. I'm waiting
Elgin,
for
man,
Elgin.
come on,
Yeah.
let us know. No, yeah, check out Vince's videos because I feature in 2 of them.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
it was pretty awesome. I had fun getting shown the ropes for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Arshu in the Twitch chat says Telltale's Walking Dead broke my heart. Oh man, Arshu327. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you enjoyed leading up to that point, and then I hope you bawled your eyes out like Vince will on stream.
I'm scared. I'm scared of my heart getting broken. No one wants to go through that. Yeah, but
Vince,
I'm super
Vince, when that
excited.
happens,
Have you ever taken back any of your choices?
No.
Okay, good.
Ooh.
Don't take back anything.
that's awesome. Yeah.
What do you mean take back? Like literal take back? Like go
Like,
back in time in the game?
Or no, like basically you just load the game again. You don't save
Yeah,
after.
exactly. No. Whatever.
Ah.
There are times when I accidentally click and make a decision. I'm like, no, I'm going with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you stick with it.
Just
man.
like real life, man. Touch move.
Yeah. Touch
Uh,
move,
so-
Touch move.
When you do cry, if what they're saying is true, when you do cry, I'm gonna play it on GameByte and we're gonna relive the moment. All right, we're gonna relive the moment for everyone in the chat.
I'm gonna do that on stream. I'm playing every episode on stream. I am not playing the game off stream. So whatever happens,
nice.
you guys see it, whether I cry or not.
Sweet. All right,
But
to your
yeah,
question. sorry, your question about Absolver, Elgin in the chat says he really likes it. It's very adventure-y. At first, you need to learn attacks from enemies, but once you learn enough skills, you can create your own move list to suit your playstyle. It's less For Honor, because unlike For Honor, you don't have stock characters. The character is yours to make as you see fit. So is that enough to convince you, Vince?
It's getting there. I just need I'll look into it. I'll look into it as we go. But thanks for that overview, Elgin. I'll definitely look into the game and see if I can add it to the list of games I'm gonna play.
Hey, you got a huge queue for your streams, man.
It's been fun. It's been fun. And actually, The Walking Dead was suggested by a fellow viewer, so it was perfect. I'm open to suggestions. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. All right, Justin. Sorry, thank you, Vince. But before we get to me, because it's not about me. It's not about me, guys. It's about the fans and the people watching, because we love you guys. We love you guys. Justin in the chat says he's been spending ridiculous amounts of time playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm getting my Roman numerals right, I hope. Yes, 14. Since the latest expansion. He says he's recently played Sonic Mania as well on the Switch. He's also played Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which I think he'll like our first topic in the news. And he's saying now he bought Tooth and Tail on Steam. Diego, you and I have played Tooth and Tail. About
I remember that
11 months ago, and I remember enjoying fighting each other on Tooth and Tail.
Yeah, I remember that game. Actually, what was nice is that I was listening to Jesse Cox earlier this year. He came from a convention where he actually recommended Tooth and Tail as well. So
sweet.
Yeah, Tooth and Tail.
And we got to meet the artist. We got to meet the
artist of that, right?
And play it with him, dude. That guy's awesome. All right. Since you guys already asked, I might as well talk about it, because I'm shy. I don't really like to talk about myself that much. That's why I made a Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live podcast, because I don't like to talk so much.
It's okay, Harold. So what have you been playing?
Ah, you're so sweet, Diego. So I have had the pleasure of playing some Overwatch with friends. It's always better with friends, right, guys? I mean, it's always better with friends. And I've been able to play with guys like Wancho from the Geekcast. I played with our friend Nick Sensalis. Mm-hmm. And I've been playing for fun recently, not worrying about comp as much, but still doing the climb. You still gotta get the climb on. It's been awesome. I've had so much fun. Aside from Overwatch, I did, like Vince mentioned, I got to play some PUBG with him. I'm trying to practice my scrolling through clips, and it was super awesome, Vince. I can't say it enough. I was telling Wancho that I think we should do it more, and you and I have talked about it, and I think we should pick it up where we left off. Just keep showing me the ropes.
Yeah, me and Harold have been talking off air about starting like a kind of a series of going through PUBG, Harold learning the game as we go, and me trying to guide him through it, but with a little I know.
Teach me, senpai.
Teach me, senpai. Notice me. And then Of course, Sly in the chat. Yeah, Sly in the chat, and the rest of the guys over at Bacon and Kegs and Convert to Raid. I've been playing World of Warcraft with them, and it's been fun. See, here's the thing. I logged on to World of Warcraft for the first time in 8 months last week, and not long after that, I got invited to Raid, which is endgame content for those unfamiliar with WoW. And, they just carried me through it, and it was super fun. I tend to take for granted how good of a community I'm a part of in World of Warcraft, and I just want to give a huge shout out to all you guys over there. So I'm back. I'm back in the World of Warcraft, and I'm enjoying it, man. I forgot how good the quests are this expansion. I forgot how enticing the storyline is, and just how good the Demon Hunter is. I love me some Illidan. Where's my Funko Pop? I love me some Illidan, and dude, it's good. There's no better time to get into WoW than now, especially with the new storyline. Skip 1 to 100, guys. Just get straight into Legion. It's worth it. I swear to God. So
you can buy like a level up thing, like instant skip to 100, right?
Yeah, you can, but if you get the expansion for Legion, you get a free boost anyway. So you can do that. It's the questing guys, and they teach you when you boost anyway. So when you boost to level 100, there's this little scenario where they teach you the ropes of your class, and then they hold your hand until you're ready to venture out forth into the world of Warcraft. And I gotta tell you guys, there's no better time to get into it. Boost your character and enjoy it with friends, because that's the only way to play. And yeah, they redid a lot of animations, not just for physical attacks like melee and stuff. They redid the casting animation, so it's all super awesome. I can't recommend it enough, guys. World of Warcraft, get it now in your local GameStop and Data Blitz.
Data Blitz.
Data Blitz. All right, so anything else we should talk about before we get to the news? We got a lot to talk about, guys. We got a lot to talk about.
You want to give shout-outs?
Oh, yeah, let's give some shout-outs over in the chat, guys. Go for it.
Yeah, really quick. Elgin in chat, he just added to his Absolver. There's more nuance to the game, though. I can't really type it down. If I could speak, I'd probably go on for a good while to sell it to you.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking forward to that, Elgin.
That's
and
awesome.
Solva.
All right, so real quick, guys, shout out to Vince Cabrera in the chat. Shout out to Cheska Belmonte, Ganshin, Wancha Saldana, Mick DeGuzman, Justin Christie, Jellica Dasho. Am I missing anyone else? Guys, let us know, man. Let your voices be heard, because I can't see everyone in the chat right now, because that's how these things work. Let your voices be heard.
I think you missed out. Did you mention Simon?
No, I have not mentioned Simon. Simon Hagedorn. Umare.
Simon and Uma. Oh, yeah, see Uma is playing. Uma is watching. Uma and awesome. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let me lower down the bed music a little bit and. Woo.
This week in video games.
Oh, why is that there? Hold on, that's not supposed to be there. There we go. All right, this week in video game, guys. Diego, lead us off. We got some Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, don't we?
Okay, so if you like Nintendo, if you surprisingly like Ubisoft, and if you like XCOM, this is the game no one asked for, nobody wanted, but we got, and it's fucking awesome so far, based on what everyone's saying.
Good.
Okay, well, first. So right off the bat, it is it's a tactics game themed after Mario and Rabbids, as in Rabbids with a D, B-I-D.
Okay. Well, they look like rabbits to me, man.
Yeah, they're rabbits. They're rabid rabbits. They're like rabbits. The minion. They're kind of like the minions of gaming. You know, the minions, like the yellow guys. Like if you just get too much of them, they're super annoying. But anyway, so far this game generally has been getting a lot of great reviews. The gameplay is solid, and I have to give props to Ubisoft for this one. It's not really a Nintendo game, just so everyone knows. It's really a Ubisoft game, not Nintendo. It follows the same mechanics as XCOM or any tactics games. It's turn-based, isometric turn-based shooter. It's also a shooter, just so you know. There are melee attacks, there are long-range attacks. You can it puts a lot of spins on the if you're familiar with XCOM. Vince, you've played XCOM, right? And
no, I have not, but I've played other tactics.
How about you, Harold? You played XCOM, right?
Diego, my only answer is I've seen you die so many times to an alien to the face. It breaks my heart, man. I'm glad to see you standing right now. I really thought I'd never see you again.
Well, thank you. A very different mechanic that I've seen being used in that game is like you know how Mario is famous for jumping on enemies. So this one you can actually use your other characters. You can use one other character to hop onto another to get like a further distance or get an extra jump. But they integrated it with the gameplay, so it adds a whole new level of depth on how you approach and how you attack your opponent, so to speak.
Okay.
I don't want to get too in depth into it because it can go on forever. But generally, this game has been getting a lot of praise. It's a game again that no one wanted, no one asked for, but we got, and it's great.
Sweet. I mean,
So go ahead.
That's kind of how I felt. I think I brought this up on the show before. That's kind of how I felt about South Park: The Stick of Truth. You know, no one asked for it, but turns out it was the game everyone wanted anyway. So yeah, good foresight from Ubisoft and Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Nintendo would actually push for this game to happen. It's not very often that they do collaborations with what's the word? They do video game IP collaborations. I mean, fine, there's Mario and Sonic Olympics, but that was bullshit, right? But Mario and Rabbids, holy shit, you didn't see this one coming.
Yeah, and surprisingly, it's a little more morbid than I thought it would be.
Are you looking at clips right now?
From Nintendo?
No, I mean, I was watching gameplay footage. Thinking Mario, you wouldn't think a launcher. I saw footage of explosions everywhere. It's not very Mario that I remember. I remember just stepping on people in Mario and the fireball.
Yeah, it's different.
To have a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's what? When does Mario have guns?
Red shell, green shell, the bullet. Other than that.
Oh man. So it's awesome to see this, and may this be the first step to Nintendo finally realizing collaborations are okay. Just watch over them, and you'll be fine.
Don't do it with Sonic, please.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. All right, guys, we got some awesome news in the world of Blizzard. I'm gonna jump a couple of notes down here.
Okay.
Have you guys heard about this? Because Blizzard, the Blizzard Entertainment, they're opening an esports arena. This is huge. Okay, so I want to premise this by saying that they're not the first company to have their own esports arena, because MLG beat them to it back in, I think, 2014. But this is huge. Okay, so Blizzard is opening an esports arena in LA, and they're going to use it to host their top level tournaments for their games. So we're talking potentially Overwatch League, whatever Hearthstone tournaments they have, a lot of HOTS tournaments. Likely they're going to host the Heroes of the Dorm tournament there. Heroes of the Dorm is where they get a lot of college teams to play Heroes of the Storm for scholarships. And I'm pretty sure they're going to host all of those. At the moment, they already have 2 events lined up, which are the Overwatch Contenders tournament and Hearthstone's Championship Tour. So huge, man. This is unprecedented in terms of the world in general. This is huge. What do you guys think? I never thought a company like Blizzard, a gaming company, would open a 50,000 square foot building to host its tournaments.
Yeah, Viz, you want to go for this one? You want to go first?
Well, it's always nice hearing these things. Whatever company it is, it's always nice getting an esports arena. You hear everywhere about just basketball arenas and everything, but you never hear about specifically an esports arena. So it sounds exciting for the whole industry itself, and hopefully more people pick up on this and try to put up some arenas of their own, and hopefully it keeps growing.
Indeed.
Yeah. Will this be an arena here? Are they building this arena to host only their own esports tournaments, or is it we're gonna open an arena, but if you wanna host your tournament here, even if you're another game, go ahead by all means.
I mean, by the looks of it, it's gonna be exclusively to their stuff. I'm sure Activision's gonna have their stuff in there as well, but from the looks of the article and the blue post that they released in their forums, so far it looks like it's going to be all Blizzard, and that's the thing, right? Can they really sustain the demand for a 50,000 square foot building?
That's why maybe they should actually be open to having other other tournaments, like rent it out, use it. I mean, it's like, for example, it's not like Valve would ever need the help from Blizzard, but like, can we host the international in that dome? But you'll be part of it as a sponsor or whatever, as a partner.
Yeah, I mean,
you can imagine if, like, why not, right?
Yeah, just to give the people at home like an idea or like the scope of this, the arena is going to be able to host 450 spectators, and it's going to have multiple sound stages. It's going to have control rooms, player lounges, and that's crazy. It's pretty much a sports arena. You could take out the E. It's a sports arena for gaming. In the same sense that the Staples Center is an arena for sports, So this is huge, man. Like Vince said, it's great for gaming in general that companies like Blizzard are starting to do this. And I think it's a good step towards their goal of making esports not just there's a tournament there's a Dota final coming up this weekend. We should watch it at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. I think this is a step to Sunday, screw American football. Sunday night is HOTS night, or Saturday night is Overwatch League night, and we're staying home and we're watching Overwatch. Like, I think this is a good step towards it because they don't have to worry about we have to rent cameras to bring over to the Staples Center, and we have to make sure all the teams know that they're going to be in this locker room. Like this is their own stadium. They assign it way ahead of schedule, and the whoever is using it, they don't have to answer to anyone else except for themselves. And I think this is a great step. I am super psyched about this.
Yeah. Thank you, Blizzard.
All right.
Activision.
Yeah.
Half second of awkward silence. Thank you, Blizzard.
Thank you, Blizzard. Yeah, so this is gonna be awesome. I hope we as GameByte and as QuitSonic can someday just head on over there and just hang out. I'm pretty sure people are gonna go there. It's not gonna be we're gonna go there, watch the thing, and leave. I think it's gonna be go there, geek out with a bunch of other people who love Blizzard games. Maybe spend a couple of $100 on their merch store, and then leave. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just gonna be get in, get out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like baseball, pretty much, where you go there, talk, and then enjoy the sport.
Yeah, hopefully it gives the whole the esports arena actually gives the whole experience of esports.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're looking for.
I can imagine, how like in the Super Bowl they do they do the tailgating thing where they just park in the parking lot and they're grilling steaks everywhere. They're doing the same thing here for like when there's an Overwatch tournament. They start tailgating outside, cooking them steaks Overwatch style.
Yeah.
Just highly ambitious, but I don't know, just an idea.
Yeah, you could have Roadhog pork chops and and junk rat stew. That sounds disgusting. Sorry.
Nothing is ambitious if if Blizzard put up an esports arena. That makes anything just possible. Because who would have known that we would have actually an esports arena coming down. I'm sure. There was one in the past, like what Herald mentioned earlier, was MLG and everything. But still amazing to see more of this keep popping up.
Yes, more please. Just keep it happening, guys. I mean, especially with things like Overwatch League coming and teams being regionalized, teams like Cloud9 representing London, and it's crazy. And it's gonna get to that point, I'm hoping, one day where everyone's like, oh, you guys want to catch a Cloud9 game over in London? Let's travel over there. They have a Overwatch League game this Sunday that we can fly off to. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I can't wait for the day that happens. And at the same time, with this Blizzard arena, they have their own sound stages. It's actually at that point where you don't even have to go. Like, it's gonna be on Twitch. It's gonna be on YouTube Live, and you're gonna get to watch it from the comfort of your home in full production glory. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Blizzard.
Thank you, Blizzard.
Wait, I want to go dial it back a bit to the chat when Elgin, in reference to the thing earlier about Mario and guns. Elgin in the
Oh,
chat
okay.
says, Diego, speaking of Sonic and guns, you should play Shadow the Hedgehog. Fuck that game. I tried playing that back.
Oh!
I tried playing none of it. I did play that game. I did play the game back in the PlayStation 2.
Some harsh words for Shadow.
Okay, here. I love Shadow, but don't ever give a platformer. Well, don't if you're gonna give a character whose game is mainly platforming guns. Don't unless you're gonna do it right. Not Shadow.
Okay. Okay, that makes
Just
sense.
saying.
That makes sense. All right, let's move on here real quick. I want to talk about. Oops, I pressed spacebar and I'm pretty sure I turned something off, but I want to move on real quick and give a brief shout out to the guys over at CD Projekt Red. 10 years of The Witcher, man. So, they're celebrating 10 years with this heartstring tugging video. And have you guys seen this? This is pretty awesome. I don't want to spoil too much, but I suggest you guys watch it. And I just want to congratulate CD Projekt Red. Some little Scandinavian team.
I think Polish, right?
Polish. There, some small Polish team. Sorry, some small Polish development team that started from. Hey, we should learn how to make video games and make the game that we want. And all of a sudden, coming out with The Witcher 3 and just blowing everyone's minds away. Like, you know, they deserve this. They freaking deserve this. 10 years, guys. Good job.
10 years for being the only game company that doesn't screw over their customers.
Hey, don't forget about Blizzard, man. Don't forget about Blizzard.
Diablo 3.
They tried to fix that. They tried to fix it. All right, moving on.
They did. Don't worry. To some
Moving
extent.
on. Diego, you wanted to talk about Destiny, so we're gonna move from shooter to shooter here. We're gonna do Destiny, and then just a little bit. I wanna throw some things Vince's way in terms of PUBG. So Diego, you wanna talk about Destiny? What's up on Destiny?
All right, I can make this one pretty quick because first off, there's not if we're gonna search about any news on Destiny 2 for now, nothing much is being released because everyone is just really waiting for the PC release.
Okay.
That's why if you look at the news now, majority of what you're gonna see is the bad news. The bad news is microtransactions. Regards to for like pay to win, I think if I'm not mistaken, there are some pay to win things you can buy, but I don't think it affects the end game much. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't affect the end game much. So I guess that's fine as long as it doesn't, as long as you're not buying legendary, I'm gonna kill your family kind of weapons. That's fine.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Because
Pretty intense.
there's so many games that have like, if I paid this amount of dollars, I'm gonna wreck everyone's shit, right? But this one, I think it's just to get you through the grind and maybe the boring parts of the game, which is fine. I think that's fine. Now the next part about that everyone's actually pissed at is the whole shader problem. Are you guys familiar with what shaders are in Destiny?
Yeah, we are, but for the folks at home who aren't, go ahead.
Okay, well, so shaders are basically colors that you use to change, like color palettes that you use to change the color of your armor. If I'm correct, in the first game, the first Destiny, shaders were unlimited. You get the color red, you can use it as much as you want. But now in Destiny 2, if you get it once, you can only use it one time.
Oh, that's
So-
weird.
So yeah, now how the microtransaction comes in is like, if you want to get more shaders, you have to buy it. And the thing is, again, it's not unlimited use. So if you're a returning player of Destiny, you should be pissed. Why are they making this thing limited? Why is it numbered? Why are my uses for something I bought numbered now, but before I could use it as much as I want? I guess everyone's just I get why everyone's mad in this because they can't be fashionistas with their characters anymore. But I mean, I guess if Destiny 2 is your first entrance into the franchise, it's for me personally, I don't think it's such a problem since again it's a cosmetic transaction. You don't have to buy it. I don't have to look blue and pink and white all over.
Have we learned nothing from Star Wars: The Old Republic and Warcraft's transmog system? Just give the players what they want. Stop charging them for unnecessary crap. Actually, Star Wars started doing it, but come on, guys. give us a break. Like, you've got our money, and I don't know, man. It feels like, cringy to me.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's cosmetic, so I don't know if it's something to really. I don't know if people are just making an issue out of it, because if it was me, I don't really care, since it's cosmetic. It's fine.
Diego,
as long as
let me put it this way: if the character you're playing looks like ass, I would bet $100 yen that you would stop playing that game. All right, like if your character had really shitty armor for the entire length of the game, I'm pretty sure it'd depreciate your value. It might not stop you from playing the game, but it'd make you enjoy less. That's why there's so much that goes into character design.
Well, I'm okay with here, because I get what you mean, that you want to look great, you want to customize your character. That's why,
of course, you do.
That's why I always buy the new Winston skin when it comes out for Overwatch. But I'm just saying, for this particular thing, I get that it sucks. You can use a shade only once, but I don't think people should raise hell because. Because why do I have to pay? The thing I'm paying for? Why is it only a one-time? Oh, how do I say this? Why is it a one-time use, or why is it now a one-time use kind of thing? Mm-hmm. Because it's, I mean, again, it's cosmetic. Well, but then again, as I'm saying, it's very preferential. I get what you mean, that give the players what they want. I mean, if you give them what they want, they will still play the game, right?
Yeah, exactly. They'll play it even longer. That's why I'm also saying that maybe they're just people are just finding a thing to get pissed at, because there's no other news about it, because no one wants to say anything about the game yet until the PC release, at least. Okay, all right. Well, fingers crossed that they change their mind. Come on, Activision, get it together.
Also, what's the reason behind consoles being capped at 30 FPS? I'm just wondering. Is it a hardware limitation, or is it like, I don't know. It's funny though, because I did mention this to like Herald a few days ago. Was that Summit 1G on stream? He put on Destiny 2. So for those of you who don't know, Summit 1G is one of the top Twitch streamers. So he got the console version of Destiny 2, played it in one session of a stream, never played it again. And people asked him, "Why are you not playing Destiny 2 anymore?" He's like, "I'm not playing a slideshow, okay?" Slideshow 30 FPS. I was like, oh my god. Triggered so many console players. That was pretty funny.
No, but
sorry,
Diego, you go
that's
first.
A good question. No, I'm just gonna say, that is a good question. Go ahead, Harold.
I'm gonna go say it's probably a hardware limitation, that they don't want people to know the console version for cycling from 60 to 30. They want to like hard cap it at 30, make sure the performance is consistent, so people know what they're getting when they come into it, and not have it publicized as, it goes up to 60.
Yes, that does make sense.
Yeah, but that's why me, Vince, and Diego, me and Vince play on the PC. Like we free us, no limitations. Yeah.
Mac gaming. Hashtag Mac gaming.
I'm like 55 FPS when there's nothing happening. I'm 60 FPS when like there's nothing happening yet. In the main menu, yeah. And then maybe like when the game starts.
It drops to like 15. No kidding. You almost get constant 60 frames in the main menu. Once you start switching options, it drops to like 30 FPS.
But I think one other reason is like, I guess as Harold said, is the power that
hardware limitations.
Hardware limitations. So I think as a developer, I'm gonna be like, okay, since we can't keep this up at 60, let's just make sure it's at least consistent. So keep it at 30, which is like the most consistent, the next best thing. So I guess they have to go with that. Well, I guess in a sense, it is not such a bad thing that it is 30. I mean, then it's a very preferential thing. I play shit on consoles. I still love the game, but as long as it's consistent. But if I can get it on 60 frames, great, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it makes a whole world of difference. That's why a lot of action scenes nowadays, people prefer 60 FPS. Because it does look better. I mean, I'm no film expert. I don't have a film by Vince Cabrera. So, and Diego, I do not have your portfolio of videos. But I mean, is that not why people prefer to shoot action scenes in 60 and more cinematic scenes in 30? Just for how do I put this? Just for
cinematic
on the eyes. Yeah, and cinematic blah blah blah. Just enlighten me a little bit and our audience.
Well, 60. Okay, you shoot 60 on. It's kind of preferential as well. It's like let's say teleseries. Aren't they shot on 60 jegs? They look like
for our international audiences, teleseries are soap operas.
Soap operas in English.
Yeah,
so
60
it's really
or
preferential.
Something.
Yeah, but definitely if you shoot sports, you want to shoot at a higher frame rate. But I think in video gaming, anything below 60 frames in 2017 is not that acceptable, just because performance is a huge thing, especially for competitive games like Destiny or PUBG or whatever, like even Overwatch, because you want every frame counts. And nowadays we have 144 hertz becoming mainstream now, which is 144 frames. And now pro gamers need that 144 because it increases their performance. Like I talked to one of the guys of TNC one time, and I asked them about 144 hertz monitors, and they did say that it's a huge difference. There's actually a competitive edge of having a 144 hertz monitor. So
when you're at that point where you're counting frames, and at that highest level, you're right. Every frame counts, and
exactly.
We've digressed a little bit from the point, but I totally get it. I totally get it. And speaking of shooters, really hard segue here. I'm really forcing. Speaking of shooters, Vince. This September, this month, we're getting a little update from PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and it's already on the test servers, isn't it?
Yes. Damn. So as you see in the screen right now, you see the Mini 14. That's actually one of the more major updates coming in this patch. They're adding a new gun called the Mini 14. It's obviously a Mini M14. It's a 5.56 gun, so it shares the same ammo as the SCAR and the M4 and the M16. I watched Shroud. If you guys don't know, Cloud9 Shroud, ex-pro CS:GO player. He's now one of the top PUBG streamers. Damn, I watched him play it. In his hands, it's OP. In his hands.
Dude, Sacriel, those guys just melted people with this gun.
Exactly. So I was watching a stream. Actually, watched it last night. I was watching it to sleep.
Yeah!
Oh
we were
my
watching
God.
the same thing!
Oh, we were watching the same thing. Yeah, they duo stuff. Yeah, they duo stuff. It was Sacriel and Shroud. They did a duo stream. Oh my God, Shroud would just walk. It's like a flamethrower, a long-range flamethrower for him. It's like a laser gun. Yeah, it's basically for those of you who are familiar with the PUBG mechanics, the bullet travel is really fast compared to the other guns. It's just so accurate and stable. You put a compensator on it. Oh my God, it gets even better. So, Mini 14 is in the hands of pro players seems OP. We'll see when it comes to us regular players, because I'm not on the test servers. I'm waiting for it to come on the regular server. So once it comes on the regular server, I want to see how well it performs. I'm gonna assume it's just because Shroud's holding the gun.
Yeah.
But aside from that, we got some nice minor updates. They added foggy weather, which looks super interesting. It looks super eerie. I don't know if you guys saw screenshots of that, but it looks super good. And obviously optimizations again, which we love about PUBG. Every patch is optimizations for performance. And they added a new town east of Stalber, which is if you guys are familiar with PUBG, you know that Stalber is in the northeast of the map, and it's like if you loot that area, you're dead because there's nothing near that, and you have to travel so far to the next good place. So now they actually buffed up Stalber with a better city. And just some minor things I really like. You can change crosshair color now, and
Yeah, at will.
there's this minor update that is squeezed in the patch notes that I really like. It's if you press insert on your keyboard, it marks your current position in the map, which is a huge thing. Because currently, let's say, Herald, there's a gun here I want you to get, or the meds are in this area of the city. Come here to get it. So I'll have to click on my map, zoom, scale in, and then look for the spot and click on it. Now you can just stand to where it is, press insert. But overall, there's so many good updates on this coming patch. That's what we love about PUBG. It's just they're so community oriented with their updates. Always listening to us, gamers and users, and they're really keeping track of what we want, and it's all coming. Oh, and there's an update on vaulting also. Basically, it's just a teaser. Vaulting is coming sooner than we think. Vaulting and climb.
For those of us who are either unaware or very new to the game, Vince, what is vaulting?
So vaulting, they're making this new mechanic for vaulting and climbing in PUBG where you press a certain button. I don't know what it is, but you press a certain button and your character interacts with the environment. Let's say there's a short fence. It'll do a parkour move over it. And what's nice about this?
Parkour.
Yeah, what's nice about it? It's not based on certain objects. It actually calculates the geometric shape or object of whatever it is. Yeah, so that's why it's taking a while. That's what they said in the patch notes, that it's a dynamic detection based mechanic. It's not
Jags,
like
that's hardcore parkour.
Yeah, the thing is, like, it's not like certain objects like crate and then they animate it based on the crate. Literally, they're creating the animations and the physics based on the calculations of the shapes of the object.
Maybe they should ask help from Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. Actually, no. Better they do it themselves.
That is basically what's coming. There's so much more. You guys should check out the patch notes if you guys are PUBG players.
God, I should just install this goddamn game already. It's like 30 gigs, right?
Yeah,
dude, get a PC first.
I'm looking at the minimum requirements right now. Okay, so I need a 64-bit Windows. So my boot camp is to that. Yeah, right?
Okay.
I think my graphics card can handle it because it says the minimum here is a GeForce GTX 660.
Jago,
but
here's the thing.
Can
Everyone turns
you run
the
it
settings
.com?
down to the lowest anyway. So you'll be fine. All right? You will be super fine. You'll actually see better since your graphics are so low.
No, I completely agree because actually, ever since, even when I used to play Battlefield 3, I always kept it at the lowest settings. It was easier to snipe people when it's slower.
Exactly.
But I think the problem is I think my Mac can handle it. I just need to clear up 30 gigs.
Awesome. Yeah.
Or you can just sell your Mac and get a PC.
Yeah, come on. Okay, okay. Here's Jago's weekly update on why he doesn't have a PC yet. All right, come on. Why don't you have a PC yet? Let's give it to us.
Why don't I have a PC? Because I spent my money to buy a Mac. That's pretty much it. But yeah,
no, I mean, I thought you had like jobs come in, and I thought you were ready. I thought you were ready to buy the PC.
Yes,
We've been talking about this for months.
I'm ready. Well, yeah, months. I had the jobs come in. It's just that the salary hasn't come in. The jobs come in, the salary doesn't yet.
Prod life, yeah, bro.
Nick
in the chat, Nicola Lopez in the chat would know all about this, man. Prod life.
Prod life. It's a prod life bump.
Oh. Oh man, Vince, you and I, we're not gonna have this problem for too long when we become the number 2 and number 3 streamers in the Philippines.
Exactly. Easy.
Easy, man. Multi-stream.
Yeah, you just gotta.
That's
where take off your shirt, Harold.
Oh, I tried that one time. I lost like 30 subs. I'm down to negative 29 subs, guys. I'm down to negative 29 subs.
Shit.
Yeah, that's a hard hole to dig myself out of. All right, shout out to Kevin Lim in the chat. Shout out to Tags. Oh, Tags! Jamba Juice. All right, guys. Jamba Juice. All right, we got 6 minutes left on the show. What else? Let's talk about. Oh man, we gotta talk about this. Fellow streamer. I'm gonna say it. Fellow streamer and internet figure. one of the biggest viral sensations on YouTube, PewDiePie. We've talked about him previously before, around the time that he got disowned by pretty much every company he was associated with. Sad to say, man, he's gone and done it again. And I really want the chat's opinion on this. So PewDiePie, Diego, take it away, man. What's up with what's his real name again?
Felix.
Felix, what's up with Felix?
Okay, well, basically, lost TLDR. He said the N-word on stream, and now the internet's mainstream media is picking up on it and trying to get clickbait out of making articles such as PewDiePie YouTuber says the N-word on stream. So there's a lot of backlash with that because that's pretty much basically what happened. He just said the N-word on stream, and now the issue here is that because he said that, mainstream outlets have picked up on it and are using it as clickbait because this guy, or PewDiePie, he's what's his title? The king of YouTube, basically, gets so much traffic, so much views. Why wouldn't you want to write as much shit about this guy as you can, as much clickbait, right? So now, because there is a lot of negative publicity attached to him now, YouTubers are still recovering from the adpocalypse. So since this is fairly recent, this is just gonna make shit a lot worse because now that, let's say I'm a brand, let's say I'm Gatorade, I'm associated with this guy. Oh, he said the N-word. Okay, I don't want to be associated with this guy. I don't want to be associated with any YouTuber now because the general notion is that this guy is basically like everyone else on YouTube. Someone's screaming at a TV screen. Oh, before anything else, I just want to give a shout out that the one who actually brought my attention to this piece of news was Cheska. She actually showed this to me the other day. I didn't even know about it. So thanks.
Oh wow.
Thanks to my girlfriend Cheska for showing this to me. she's keeping up to date with a lot more news than I am. Holy shit.
I mean, up your game, Diego.
Yeah, I got up my game. But so because the adpocalypse. You guys, for those of you that are not familiar about the adpocalypse, what happened previously was what was that? It was the same thing with PewDiePie. What was it again?
The Nazi thing.
Yeah, the Nazi. He made like a Nazi video joke. So that's what started the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse is basically that a lot of brands didn't want their brand showing up on certain YouTubers' stuff. It's like, I think YouTube or Google created an AI bot that detects videos that as soon as they have a certain word or a certain piece of content or a certain theme involved, ads won't show on it. And because there are no ads being shown on people's videos, there's no money coming in. YouTubers don't have money. So, views and like the clicks and the ads and the views was what YouTubers thrive on. So people are still recovering from that by moving to Patreon or still sticking it out by making PG-13 or home-friendly content. So now that PewDiePie did it again, this just makes things worse. So what do you guys think about this?
I want to get Vince's take on this.
How I see it. Okay, I'm gonna look at it from PewDiePie's point of view. First of all, we all have to remember how he started. He got famous. He became the king of YouTube because of his content. His content revolves around him reacting to a game, and his reactions were always over the top, and it was always hilarious to us young kids then. And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. This guy's funny. So his character always banked on outrageous, spontaneous reactions. And I think that's what's difficult being PewDiePie, is that as he gets bigger and as he earns more money, more sponsors and whatnot, he has to start filtering himself slowly, which is kind of difficult for him because he grew up doing this and he was doing this out of what? There is no career path for this for him. There's no really, you can't really define how he grows. He's literally doing it as he goes, literally.
He's writing the book on this.
Exactly.
Among others.
Exactly. And it's so hard. It's so hard being, we understand both sides. Being that huge of like millions, how many subscribers does he have? He's whatever, I don't even know anymore. But it's huge. It's a huge count, and you have to have some sort of responsibility at that point in your life, I guess. Because there are too many people watching you. If it was early in his career, I'm sure it wouldn't be a big deal. But now that he's one of the biggest stars, it's a huge deal. And like I said, it's how his it's his brand. His outrageous content is his brand, and unfortunately, that slip did happen. Also, can I just say I hate it. I'm taking it from Louis C.K., the comedian. I hate it when people say the N-word because it's cheating. It's like basically if I say the N-word, I'm making you say it in your head. So now you're the bad guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, anyway, yeah. So that's my point of view from it. I mean, it happens. Then again, I don't think like a lot of slips happen. A lot of that kind of stuff happens even on live TV, and you don't hear. It just sucks. It just sucks really when that happens. But
Really does.
I don't think his career's over. I mean, it's just another hump.
It's gonna blow off at some point. But the thing is, it just might affect others, not exactly him.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, man. Diego, your YouTube career is gonna take a big hit from this. I'm.
Yep, gotta think
Yeah,
about.
if you gotta crash at my
paint
place,
now.
man. If you gotta crash at my place for a couple of weeks, you're more than welcome.
I would
well,
love
thanks for
to,
asking,
I mean.
man. Thanks for asking my take on this.
Yeah.
So,
I did ask you both in general.
no. I love Ray and Diego. So first of all, I do agree with Vince. He's got too many people watching him. A lot of his target market are minors. Guys who he has quite a bit of influence over because he's kind of like he's the face that they associate entertainment with. He's the face that they associate pop culture with, and for them to see someone saying that word freely, and at this current state where that kind of that kind of word, the N-word, has a lot of weight on it. So it's rough, man. And I totally agree with Vince. He's saying with what he's saying. PewDiePie, along with a lot of other streamers, are writing the book on this, and it's hard because when you mess up, you're the first one to mess up, and you're the person that everyone's gonna call out. Me and Vince, Diego, we're not excusing what he said, and we're not excusing anything he's done recently, but we're sympathizing with the fact that his life is public, his streams are public, and people in their everyday, when they make a mistake, it's private, or it's in less of a public eye, that they can afford to make those mistakes and correct them. Felix over here, when he makes a mistake, he's got 8 billion people watching him, and he's gotta make another video apologizing for it, and you're gonna get people saying, oh, he's not sincere, or he meant that, and in the end, it's really hard to know who meant what. And again, I don't mean to divert the topic, but I saw a couple of comments that kind of made sense, and where are all these people posting and trashing PewDiePie for saying the N-word? They're harassing this guy, but who where are these people when freaking what's it happened in the U.S. the other week? Oh man, I'm blanking on the state. That Nazi rally thing that happened. Freaking, I'm blanking.
Charlottesville.
There we go. Thank you, Charlottesville, man. Where were all of these people? And not to say that they're the only ones accountable, but I mean, come on, cut the guy a break. He's an internet celebrity. Cut him a small break. I'm not saying let him off the hook. Cut him a small break, because there are people doing a lot worse out there, and no one is holding them responsible. We have. Oh my God, I don't want to get too political, right? But that's all I'm saying is there are a lot of people out there who are doing a lot worse, and this guy is taking the flack for it, because he's a scapegoat. He's the only person that they can actually harass.
Yeah, that's the right word. He's a scapegoat for mainstream media to shit on, because he has
we're not excusing what he's saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? We're not excusing what he's saying. We should build a culture where a lot of these things either have no power or are completely removed. We're not here to decide which happens, but it's just rough, and I think we could all agree that it's rough, and I don't want to end the night on that. But Diego, if you have anything else to say before we talk about one more thing, man.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
Actually, talking about numbers, it's because it's for me the biggest gripe really is with the whole how mainstream media treats this, because as you said, there are people who have done much worse. We're also YouTubers, Heck, do you know that Keemstar went through the same thing from Drama Alert, saying the N-word?
wow.
As in, the way he said it was even worse. As in, it's like 10 times worse than what PewDiePie would ever do. And no one picked it up. The only people who picked up the drama on that was, or the issue on that, were YouTubers themselves. But I don't think a single, like, Wall Street or BuzzFeed didn't say a goddamn thing about it. But when you have the most subscribed guy on YouTube say it with 57 million subscribers, as opposed to Keemstar, who has 3 million. I mean, of course, you're gonna say, let's report this guy who has 57 million because everyone follows him. So if they're gonna, exactly what you were saying. Where were you guys when these things happen? When worse things happen? Why? Cut the guy some slack, because he's not the worst of it. Yeah. Felix is a great guy. You know how much charities he's donated to?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Why not report on that? Why not give this guy does this for the community. These guys, that's what I barely hear from mainstream media.
I have no idea.
YouTubers
I had no idea he does that.
Yeah, so many people do that. So many YouTubers give to charities, but they don't report on it. It sucks. It sucks big time. Because again, positive news never equates to clickbait.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. All right. So on that note, I want to turn things up a little notch because Vince, I saw this on your page, on one of my favorite pages on Facebook, and hold on, here we go. I'm gonna play it in the background real quick, man. Talk about this, Vince. Lay it on me, man. Lay it on me, man.
It's actually a nice topic to talk about after the whole PewDiePie thing, because that was so heavy and everything, and I think this is the perfect way to end it. It's basically the story of Rocket League. Expert mode from IGN to show approach the OG devs of Rocket League. OG meaning one of the three. So the Rocket League team started as 3 guys literally, and they talked about the humble beginnings of Rocket League. For those of you who don't know, actually learned this through this video, is that before super acrobatic rocket powered, not even remember anymore, battle cars, there was the original Rocket League mod, which was an Unreal mod. It was basically cars destroying each other in high speed, and then one of the devs decided to put a soccer ball in that game, and there was Rocket League. They made Rocket League the jankiest Rocket League ever, and people liked it so much that they made a version where they put it up online. I think on PS Plus, they put it up there for free, and they were like, "Oh shit, how are we gonna earn from this?" So they didn't really think it through, but surprisingly, people started donating to their team so much that they were able to move on from it and eventually create what Rocket League is today. And it was so nice because they started talking about things like for those of you who aren't familiar with Rocket League moves, there's a move there where players put the ball up the wall and then jump off the wall with the ball, and it's like think of a sea dolphin. Think of a dolphin in SeaWorld rather, carrying a ball on its nose, and that's in the air, flying in the air, and then dunking it to the goal.
Okay, it's like
so those are called aerial dribbles, and devs didn't even know that would exist in the game. Basically, it just shows how sandbox Rocket League is and how there's so much unlimited potential in it. And they started talking about just how literally they started from a team of 3 and they just trusted the idea and they just went with it. They went all out with it, and they had a very nice mindset into it where they didn't want to charge people at the start, which is why they put it up for free in PS Plus, and eventually people just donated it. It became a great community and evolved to what it is today. You guys should check it out. We should definitely link it in chat if you guys want to see it. The humble beginnings of Rocket League, and it's a very inspiring story, even outside of gaming. It's just this story of the underdogs winning.
Yeah, I'm gonna link it in chat right now to all of our chats at the same time.
So do check it out, guys. It's really, really awesome. Nice, inspiring story. If you just need that little motivation in your life, nice little
especially if you're
video
a content creator.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think my Mac can play it.
Ah, nice!
I looked at the requirements.
Yeah, dude, it's a very light game. I used to play it on a 2010 Alienware, so you can definitely get
Oh
handle it.
wow! All right, because I love a film by Vince Cabrera so much, I'm gonna unlike it right now, and then I'm gonna re-like it. There you go, Vince.
Oh my god, thank you.
Have another like.
You actually did it. Yeah, it actually came out of my notifications.
He actually did it. Wait, I have a question, Harold.
Go for
because
it,
you
brother.
mentioned because you say, was it super power rocket power?
Supersonic acrobatic rocket powered
powered.
battle cars.
Yeah, that's part of the intro of the show, right? I forgot to ask this earlier. Has anyone because in part of the intro you say at the start of the show is like the Jinx spiel. Has anyone actually ever bought anything from us yet? With our promo code?
You know, I've been doing this for about a year and a half. I've seen one person buy it. That was like that's over a year ago, and I haven't checked since. I should actually check it after the show and see if anyone's bought anything using the promo code.
And then you see there, Mick DeGuzman.
20 shirts.
Birthday gift to me. 20 shirts.
Or your mom.
Man.
Hell, Harold.
Oh man. Yeah, so use the promo code quitstalling_366 at checkout at jinx.com and get 10% off of your entire shopping cart. All right. Let me lower this music down real quick. Let me play something else. Let me play something else because guys, okay, there it is. Because, all right, it's the end of the show. Guys, it's been a great show. I want to give a shout out to everyone who's tuned in from the beginning to the very end. If you guys dropped by, if you guys came in, stepped out, came back in again, because you love Diego Z's face, because you love Vince Cabrera's cap, and because you can't get enough of Quit Stalling, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Guys, this is the part of the show. This is the part of the show where I ask you, since I've been asking you, Diego, first all the time, the show. Diego, man, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on GameByte?
Okay, so when I'm not on GameByte, you guys can find me on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/instadz. That goes for my Instagram and my Twitter as well, which I barely use, but mostly on Twitch. Twitch.tv/instadz. Now, if you guys notice, I have not been streaming lately. The only time, I streamed Sonic last week, but that was like once in 2 weeks. I've been pretty busy and preoccupied with other things, but hopefully I can stream again soon. I'm thinking of streaming more mobile games. That stupid zombie game I'm playing.
Do it, dude. I would love to watch you stream that zombie game.
The problem with most games that I play mobile that are actually fun is that they have the whole energy mechanic where you have to wait. You can only do these many moves for this amount of energy, and then like once you get to a really good level, it starts getting harder to do a lot of stuff because you spend more energy, and because of that, there's more intervals in between your moves. So it's at the later point in the stream, it's not gonna get friendly anymore. It's not streaming friendly.
Okay, that's when you stop.
But yeah,
I'll stop and play another game.
I'll have to play another game. I'm thinking of Angry Birds Evolution. I think that's when they just. But that's far off in the future.
Awesome. All right, Vince, where can the folks at home find more of you when you're not on our weekly podcast, GameByte?
Yeah, so you guys can find me almost daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/VinceCab, VINCECAB. I stream a lot of PUBG, a lot of Rocket League, and recently The Walking Dead Telltale Season 1. So you guys can catch me there. I start streams at 1 p.m., go all the way till around 6 p.m. daily. So that's every day. And then I'll announce if I won't stream or if I'll stream in the evening. But right now you can find me in the afternoons on Twitch. So see you guys there.
Awesome. I'm gonna post that right now in the chat. Twitch.tv/VinceCab. There we go. All right, and if you want to find out more about me, any social media, just type in Herald Plays, HERALDPLAYS. Yes, that is my real name. My parents just decided to give me this name. I'm very thankful. It's a unique name. So head on over to Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm on twitch.tv/HeraldPlays. I might stream some World of Warcraft after this. Hey, Sly. Maury. Let's play some WoW. Let's play some WoW. And of course, if you want to find out more about these guys and me and all our other podcasts, head on over to www.quitstalling.us. That's quitstalling.us for all our links to all our social media, all our podcast links. If you want to find out more about us on our social media, it's Twitter @quitstallingus, Twitch Instagram @quitstalling. Facebook has all our updates. Everything is going to be on our Facebook, facebook.com/quitstallingus. We're on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/quitstalling. That's where you can tune in and find all our audio-only content. If you want audio only, of course, head on over to iTunes, Google Play, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. All of our podcasts are there. Leave us a 5-star review. Tell your friends about us. We would gladly appreciate it. And of course, YouTube, bit.ly/quitstalling with a capital Q and a capital S. And of course, you're probably watching us either through YouTube, on Twitch, twitch.tv/quitstalling, or on our Facebook Live page. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about us. We love you guys. Elgin in the chat says, before we go, in case they forget, he was asking where they could find more stuff about me. So thank you, Elgin, man. You're the best. You're the best. Elgin said, and he says, one of my parents must be Galactus. Yes, he is my father. Intellectual guy, that guy. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me lower this. Let me lower this real quick, and we're gonna play the outro. Final shout-outs, guys. You want to give any shout-outs before we go?
Shout out to my girlfriend, Jessica. I love you.
Yeah, shout out to my girlfriend, Alex. I love you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are the best.
Maybe we should have like a triple date. Like that'll be really fucking great. It was like me, Cheska, Alex, Vince, and Tracy and Herald.
Oh, I thought you just meant the three of us would go out on a date. That confused me.
Yeah, sure.
I got excited. I got excited, Diego. Don't jerk me around like that.
And we're playing Smash Brothers, like 3 versus 3.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. I get competitive, man. Maybe not.
Boys versus girls.
Boys versus girls. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. GameByte is on. It's on our channels every Wednesday here in the Philippines, 9:30 p.m. That's 6:30 a.m. California time. That's PDT. I'm also on the Quit Stalling podcast with Wancho Tuesday nights at 6:30 p.m. here in the Philippines. That's 3:30 a.m. California time. We'll see you guys next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.